Breaking news out of India, where a devastating flash flood, triggered by a glacial lake burst, has claimed at least 10 lives and left 102 people missing. The flood was set off by intense rainfall, causing the Lanak Lake, nestled at the base of a glacier next to the world's third highest mountain, Kanchenjunga, to overflow. This unfortunate incident underscores the escalating threat posed by melting Himalayan glaciers due to rising global temperatures. The flood has wreaked havoc on the area's infrastructure, obliterating 14 bridges and causing extensive road damage. Rescue teams, backed by the Indian Army, are scrambling to reach those affected, but the task is proving difficult as large swathes of communication have been severed and many roads are inaccessible. Among the missing are 22 soldiers, contributing to the rescue efforts. The lake burst has caused a ripple effect of destruction downstream, extending more than 75 miles away. Satellite images from the Indian Space Research Organization reveal that Lanak Lake has decreased to roughly one-third of its original size, equivalent to a loss of around 150 soccer fields. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has pledged to provide all necessary support to the flood victims. This event echoes a similar tragedy in 2021 when a glacial lake in the northern Himalayan state of Uttarakhand burst its banks, claiming several lives. As the Earth continues to warm, scientists are sounding the alarm that these extreme weather events are set to become more common, posing a serious risk to mountain communities. This glacial melt, a byproduct of climate change, is exposing communities to unpredictable and financially crippling disasters. Research from the International Center for Integrated Mountain Development indicates that Himalayan glaciers are melting at an unprecedented rate. The Earth's average surface temperature has increased by nearly 1.2 degrees Celsius since the pre-industrial era, but high mountain regions are warming at twice that rate. The catastrophic flood in India serves as a stark reminder of the urgent need to address climate change and its impact on vulnerable regions. The growing frequency of glacial lake bursts and flash floods in the Himalayas paints a clear picture of the potentially deadly implications of melting glaciers. It underscores the need for global leaders and international organizations to take immediate action to mitigate the effects of climate change and safeguard communities at risk. Hello, and welcome back to the Hot Topic. I'm your host, Emily, bringing you the most pressing stories of the day. Today, I'm joined by my esteemed colleague, David, a seasoned political analyst based in San Francisco. Say hi, David.
Hello everyone, it's great to be here.
We're here every day on the Hot Topic, dissecting the headlines and diving deep into the stories that matter most. And today's news is shocking. It's a story that speaks to the urgency of the climate crisis we're facing. If you want to stay informed and get all the details hot off the press, be sure to subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, and leave us comments with your thoughts. Your engagement is vital in helping us to continue delivering this important news. So, are you ready to be in the know? I can't believe this headline: a natural disaster in India that's highlighting the real-time impacts of climate change. You won't believe the scale of this unfolding tragedy. Stay tuned as we delve into the finer details, discuss its implications, and examine why this news matters to us all. Because let's face it, folks, climate change is not just an abstract shadow looming over our future. It's here, right now, affecting lives and communities in tangible, devastating ways. So whether you're in India, the United States, or anywhere else on this planet we call home, this news is relevant to you. So buckle up and stay tuned because this is breaking news, hot off the press. As more information trickles in, we learn that Indian rescue teams have been tirelessly searching for 102 missing individuals after this catastrophic flash flood, triggered by a high-altitude glacial lake burst, claimed at least 10 lives. This violent flooding, due to glacier lakes dammed by loose rocks, has become increasingly common as global temperatures rise and ice melts. Climate scientists are adamant that these floods pose an escalating threat across the wider Himalayan mountain range, and, indeed, the melting causing them is a global concern. Sikkim State Disaster Management Authority's director, Prabhakar Rai, reported that at least 10 people were killed and 102 others reported missing following the wall of water that cascaded down the mountainous valley in northeastern India. The floodwaters have wreaked severe damage across 4 districts of the state, sweeping away people, roads, and bridges. The army has reported 22 of its soldiers among the missing. Rescue efforts are further hampered by severed communication lines and blocked roads, making the task of reaching the affected areas increasingly difficult. The flood was triggered by intense rainfall, which led to water overflowing the banks of the high-altitude Lanuk Lake. According to the International Center for Integrated Mountain Development Research Group, Himalayan glaciers are melting faster than ever due to climate change, which exposes communities to unpredictable and financially crippling disasters. What are your thoughts on this, considering the wider implications of these escalating climate change-induced disasters? This flooding, referred to as glacial outburst, added to an already swollen river due to monsoon rains, leading to serious devastation, destroying buildings, sweeping away houses and bridges, damaging a dam, and prompting evacuations. More than 75 miles downstream, the damage was recorded, with the Sikkim state government describing the situation as serious destruction. To give you a sense of the scale of this disaster, satellite photographs released by the Indian Space Research Organisation show that Lanuk Lake has shrunk by nearly two-thirds in size, an area roughly equivalent to about 150 soccer fields. Miriam Jackson, a scientist specializing in ice who monitors Himalayan regions with the Nepal-based ICEMOD, said that intense rain has led to this catastrophic situation in Sikkim, where the rain has triggered a glacial lake outburst flood and damaged a dam and caused loss of life. We observe that such extreme events increase in frequency as the climate continues to warm and takes us into unknown territory. Tragically, this isn't the first such disaster in India. A similar event in 2021 left dozens dead when a glacial lake burst its banks in the northern Himalayan state of Uttarakhand.
It's worth noting that the Earth's average surface temperature has risen nearly 1.2 degrees Celsius, about 2 degrees Fahrenheit, since pre-industrial times. But climate scientists point out that high mountain regions around the world have warmed at twice that pace, signifying the urgency of the situation.
It indeed underscores the urgency, doesn't it? It's a stark reminder that climate change isn't just a looming threat, but a tangible reality that is transforming landscapes, claiming lives, and destabilizing communities right now. We'll continue to follow this story and bring you updates as they come in. Thank you all for joining us on Hot Topic today. We dove deep into the escalating climate change crisis and its tangible impacts, like the flood disaster in India. It's been a pleasure having you with us, sharing, exploring, and understanding the news. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our updates. Your engagement truly makes a difference to us. Share these episodes with friends, family, and on your social media platforms. Let's get more people in the conversation.
Oh, absolutely. And remember, we're here on the airwaves daily, bringing you the most compelling stories from around the world. Tell us what you think in the comments. Your feedback is always appreciated. I can't wait for you to hear the intriguing topics we have lined up.
Yes, it's going to be exciting. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Looking forward to sharing more news stories and insights with you in our next episode. Until then, despite and last name Isasing never, stay in the loop, keep your eyes on the news, our channel's content will amuse.